Welcome to your short yoga flow for joint health and mobility. Today we'll focus on the hips and the spine and choose postures that strengthen and lengthen the muscles supporting our hips and spine. We'll lubricate the joints and help reduce stiffness. Okay, let's get started. So remaining in a comfortable seated position, sitting high up on our sit bones and our spine is lengthened, imagining there's a string pulling our spine towards the ceiling. Draw the belly into the spine. Exhale, forward fold from the hips and walking your hands forward on the mat. It doesn't matter if you're up here, your back muscles will still get lengthened. So exhale, walking your hands forward. Take a deep inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Take another breath. And inhale, coming back to center. So changing the front leg in your cross-legged position so it feels a bit awkward, sitting up nice and tall, draw the belly in and walking your hands forward. Imagining your chest is trying to reach the mat as opposed to your head, because that will round your spine. Taking a deep breath here and let it go. And on your inhale, coming back up to center. So resting your hands behind us, feet on the mat, hip width apart. Drop your knees over to the right and over to the left for some windscreen wipers. Just want to wake up those hip joints and get them mobilized and lubricated. So coming back to center, inhale, and we'll meet in down dog. Sacrum, push it up to the ceiling, push the mat away from us, push the chest towards our thighs with a soft bend in the knees. Our head is between our biceps. Come up onto your tippy toes, sacrum up to the ceiling, push your chest towards your thighs for your down dog. Feel free to take a moment to pedal out the feet. Inhale, lifting the right leg up, keep the hips square to the mat, and take a big step forward to in between the hands. Let your back leg drop to the mat. Inhale, low lunge. Pushing your hips forward to help lengthen those hip flexor muscles. Draw the belly into the spine. We do that to protect our lower back so we're not jamming it. So drawing the belly in, switching on those core muscles and pushing the hips forward. Coming back to center. Exhale, rotating to the right. We're rotating our thoracic spine and get some movement through the spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to mat. Big step forward, left foot meets the right. Halfway lift. Spine is straight, parallel to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back, shin to the mat. Inhale, low lunge. And pushing the hips forward to stretch out those hip flexors, keeping the belly drawn into the spine. Take a breath here. Coming back to center and rotating towards the left. Inhale back to center, hands to mat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Big step forward to in between the hands. Back leg drops to the mat for low lunge. Inhale, arms up. And pushing the hips forward, keeping the belly drawn in. Exhale, hands to mat. Big step forward, halfway lift. Spine is long all the way to the crown of the head and parallel to the ground. Exhale, hands to mat. Left leg steps back and shin to the mat. Inhale up for low lunge. Pushing the hips forward, lengthen those hip flexors, draw the belly in. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, runner's lunge, lifting the back knee up. Spine is long and lengthened. Exhale, plank. Push the mat away from us. Belly is drawn in. A slight dome through the shoulder blades. Body weight forward, knees drop to the mat. Tucking the elbows in and lowering the body all the way to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Push the hips into the mat. Gentle squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, up to tabletop. Our hips are stacked above our knees and our shoulders are stacked above our wrists. Inhale, right arm lift, sweeps up to the ceiling. Exhale, back of the hand sweeps through, grazes the mat, and our shoulder rests on the mat for thread the needle. We let our ear rest on the mat as well. So we're rotating our upper back here. So keeping that position. And inhale, sweeping the right hand up towards the ceiling. And back to tabletop. Inhale, left arm sweeps up towards the ceiling. Back of the hand comes underneath the other arm, sweeps on the ground. Our shoulder and our ear rest on the mat. We're rotating our upper back and lengthening those muscles. Take a breath here. And inhale, sweep that left arm up towards the ceiling and back to tabletop. Let's come down onto our backs now. So gently lowering ourselves down, keeping our feet planted on the mat, and bring our feet up to the glutes, as close to the glutes as possible. We're going to come up to bridge for our last pose. So hands on the mat. Inhale, hips up. We're going to externally rotate our shoulders so they come underneath us and we clasp our hands. So inhale, push those hips up higher. We want to switch on those glutes and clasp our hands. So taking a breath here, really push your feet firmly into the mat. And if you can push your hips up higher, whilst engaging your core, you don't want to overextend the back either. And take another breath here. Now we gently release our shoulders and our arms and slowly rest our spine onto the mat. Inhale, giving your knees a hug, tucking the knees in. And coming up, slowly coming up into seated position. So I hope you got something out of that flow and your hips and spine are feeling more mobile. Let me know if you've got any feedback and remember to subscribe.